My client was supposed to wear a do-rag, but he did not wear his do-rag. So as you guys can see, this hair is all over the place. But we're going to get it together today. So I go in with a number 2 guard, and that's with the grain on my Andis ZR2s. And I'm just keeping everything consistent because you cannot really dig in the hair with this blade or these clippers. So I go in with a number 2 guard on my Andis Fade Masters in the crown area, all because detachable blades at times can nick and yank hair from other places. As you guys can see, I can lift the crown and go in with the 2 completely open and get majority of that hair down to that desired length without destroying the crown. So I go in with my gold FXs and I break into the back of my neckline at least an inch into the taper because we will be doing a higher taper today. So I go in completely closed with my Andis Master and I'm starting to nudge at this line, and I just want to make sure that I keep everything consistent without overly pushing in my guideline. We don't go up high enough in our taper or open our guidelines up even more. So I'm completely open with my Andis Masters and I'm flicking out, keeping everything consistent, making sure that I'm lifting the hair and making sure that I'm getting the gradient. So I went in completely closed, and now I'm halfway here with my 1/16 guard. Everything is systematic. It's closed, halfway open. This is a higher taper, so we want it to create a nice transition because the type of taper that I will do to the side of his head is gonna match it perfect. And I'm fully open with my 1/16 here, as you guys can see, and I'm blending out this last panel, and I will bring this together with everything that's already tapered. So as you guys seen that I was opening, I'm dropping my lever slowly but surely just so I could create my gradiency. I'm in halfway with my 1/8 guard, and I'm just basically trimming most of the bulk towards the bottom of the last big wave because we want most of the hair to give off a laid look so the transition can be consistent through and through, opposed to nice transition at the bottom. So I go in with my gold FX and I'm just hitting the sideburn area in a round circular motion so I could give it off a round bursted look to this taper. Then I go in completely open with my Andis Masters, giving myself about a ½ inch of a guideline just so I could create myself a nice size panel for me to blow out. Then I go in completely closed with my Andis Masters, slowly but surely notching at the bottom of the line, halfway here, getting everything consistent, and we almost blend it out. I go in and repeat the same steps that I did up top to the bottom. Open, halfway, close. What you do to the bottom is what you do to the top. It's just reciprocated. So I go in with my spritz, spraying everything, getting everything in order, just because this lining is not hard. I gotta prep the hair, and then my next step is for me to go over the hair with my Andis Fade blade. Once I lay the hair down with a spritz, I go in and I just freehand over it. Then I go in with my gold FXs and I start tapping into the vertical bars of the neckline. And once I get to the ear, I shift to the corner of the blade to create my roundabout around the ear, keeping everything consistent. As you guys can see, I go in the back of the beard line, keep everything consistent, making sure that this line is as straight as possible. And so far, we have an amazingly framed out, haircut. Then I go in the middle where it started to get light at, and then I'll use that as my reference point, and I'll take it all the way to the left, all because he got lighter hair. So you want to be able to portray a clean, full look without taking somebody back, and you kind of want to, get a gist of what the lining would look like just in case you have to take them back. It's always safe, to leave more hair. I'll take it as easy as possible. I'm playing as fair as possible. I'm tapping and going, and I'm not applying a lot of pressure on my clippers to the client head because my clippers are very sharp. They can handle this job on their own. The objective is just to put the clippers in a place and not give off a lot of pressure. You let the clippers do all of the work that they're meant to do. I'll go in with my boy Sean Cut's hair color enhancement card, the clutch card, and I'm going in with my product, the Beam Team Cordless Compressor, assisting it with our other product, No Drip. And I'm basically going in and I'm spraying at a 3 to 4 inch radius, and I'm keeping everything consistent. The color can tend to look weird if you overly apply it. Next, I go in with a Barber Magic Pencil, and I'm basically sketching, a line over my line. Or I go in with my Gold FXs, and I'm lightly hitting the line up again. So I'm here for the looks that you can't get in the average shop. I'm here to be able to take some of the cleanest pictures possible, and I'm also here to install confidence in any human being that sit in my chair. As you guys can see, we in that bag. I go in with that Tomb 45 triple cartridge razor. I'm stretching the skin, angling the razor at a 45-degree angle, bringing everything back to the line. And as you guys can see, it's nasty. We're not even there. Like, this is just the first lap. Like, this is our first lap around the lineup with the razor. Y'all know what time it is. We go in with a pick and we just raise the hair, and we using our Andis fade blade on our wall 1919s, and we just shaping everything. And as you guys can see from this angle, the pressure was applied. I literally played no games with the world in this haircut.